Hi everyone and welcome to Jane Talks Real. It's nostalgia time once again and I'm going to be talking about Scooby Doo. I know Scooby Doo isn't exactly nostalgic as it's still going on to this day, however I'm going to be looking at two episodes in particular that I remember fondly from childhood. Scooby Doo has been around since the late 60s and the show follows a mystery-solving group of teenagers, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and their always hungry and constantly scared Great Dane Scooby Doo. I had a Scooby-Doo VHS with 4 episodes on it, but I wasn't that bothered about the latter two, probably because they had Scrappy-Doo in them. But the first 2 episodes I watched to death, so let's talk about them. What a Night for a Night had everything. A spooky museum, a haunted suit of armour, forged paintings, a missing persons case, and some crazy glasses. The episode starts with Scooby and Shaggy walking home late from the movies. They discover an abandoned truck with a suit of armour inside. They get spooked and go and get their responsible friends. The gang discovers that the crate in the back was bound for the museum, and like good citizens, they take it there. They are greeted by the museum's curator, Mr. Wickles, who is like, "Gee, thanks and everything, but this suit of armour is haunted, so I wish you hadn't bothered." The museum's professor, Professor Hyde-White, is missing. The gang leave the museum, but not before Scooby yoinks a funky pair of glasses. When they discover he has them, they don't return them, they instead go to the library to do research? They find out the glasses are made in England and that somehow connects with the missing professor.
Professor Hyde-White!
There's definitely something fishy going on, so they do what anyone would do in that situation. They break into the museum in the dead of night. Things get spooky in a hurry when the legend of the Black Knight appears to be true, and it chases them around the museum. Velma loses her glasses, Scooby does his best Bob Ross impression, and Shaggy notices a painting missing off the wall. When he brings the others to look, the painting is back, but Rotro, is that blood? No, of course not, this is a kid's cartoon. It's actually red paint. They follow the trail and it leads them to a hidden room and a painting forgery operation. Gasp! More hijinks ensue, and while hiding in an aeroplane exhibit, Scooby somehow manages to start the engine. One man and his dog flies the plane directly into the Black Knight's face. I'm pretty sure the impact would have killed him, but cartoon logic, I suppose. The Black Knight is unmasked, and it's Mr. Wickles, of course, because there was no one else in this episode, except for 2 rando delivery guys and the still missing Professor Hyde-White. So, why did he do it? Well, he used the museum at night to create forgeries of the museum's artwork and sell off the real ones. But Professor Hyde-White would have noticed the switched art right away, so he kidnapped him. But where is the professor? Well, he's been tied up here the whole time. Question. What was Wickles planning on doing with him in the long run? Was he planning on feeding him? How did he pee? In reality, Wickles would have killed the dude and stuck his body in a sarcophagus, but that's a bit grim for a light-hearted cartoon. The Secret of Shark Island, or as I like to call it, Scooby-Doo meets Sonny and Cher, was my favourite episode. I drove my mum nuts with how often I watched it. The gang are off on vacation to the Hideaway Hotel. They come across an open-top car and its unfortunate occupants.
Sonny and Cher!
Sonny wants to know how they could have possibly recognised them, but hey, dumbass, your name is written on the side of your car. There's no spare tyre to fix their flat, so the gang agree to give them a lift to the Hideaway Hotel. But en route, they are nearly run off the road by a garbage truck. How rude. A little further on, they meet Mr. Meatley, who is kinda deaf. He's a bit shifty and tells them that they're the only guests, he and Matilda the maid are the only staff, and categorically there is no fun to be had at this non-resort. They get shown to their rooms, and the girls are certain they see something weird during a lightning storm. Fred ain't buying it. Meanwhile, Sonny and Cher have a run-in with Matilda, and Scooby and Shaggy get hungry, of course, and go to find some food. The following day, they discover that the road is flooded and they're trapped. Mr. Meatley also tells them about the Pescado Diabolical, a shark creature that comes onto land and drags men into the sea. Sonny and Cher, Fred and the girls investigate some webbed footprints, and Scooby and Shaggy take off on a pedalo in search of sandwiches. A mahoosive boat mysteriously disappears, and Shaggy and Scooby crash the pedalo. When the steps give way, Fred, Daphne and Velma plummet into shark-infested waters. Sonny and Cher go to complain to the management and find a hidden passageway under the desk. In the wine cellar, they find Scooby and Shaggy and one Pescado Diabolical. While they're running away, Fred discovers the secret of Shark Island. The sharks are fake. They grab hold of a fin and are taken into a cave where they find the missing boat, a massive smelting operation, and some suspiciously wet dustbin lids. Scooby and Shaggy almost get Toy Story 3'd, but they accidentally manage to stop the Pescado Diabolical. The crane operator is not impressed with their interference and tries to scoop them up. Fred goes up there and attacks the person with some dustbin lids. It's Mr. Meekley! Well, it was bound to be him or Matilda because once again the pool of suspects was minute. But here comes Matilda now. She's actually a cop in drag who was investigating the smuggling operation Meekley had going on. Meekley would melt down gold doubloons from a shipwreck, then repurpose them into dustbins, hence why they were nearly run off the road at the start of the episode. Question? Why let any of the guests come to the hotel at all? Why not close it down? Then no one would come and disturb your smuggling operation, and you would have no need to hire a maid that turned out to be an undercover cop. Maybe that's why Meekley sounds so pissed. Oh well, Sonny and Cher were here, and with one swift kick, the Hideaway Hotel disappears into the ocean forever. So there you have it. That was Scooby-Doo. Did you watch these episodes as a kid, or were there others that you remember fondly? Let me know in the comments, or come say hi on Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Join me next time where I'll be talking about a traumatizing cartoon series about animals. I'll speak to you soon, and thanks for watching.